Hi, it's Elaine from Penguin Place Crafts. So yesterday I showed you all of the yarn I got in a thrift store run. And afterwards, I thought, I read my receipt. My receipt said I bought 21 bags. As I was going through the video, it only went up to 18. So they charged me for 3 bags that I didn't get, a total of $5.25. So I will go back to the store. I have my receipt, all of the tags, and a written out summary of what went wrong. Try to get my $5.25 either back or a store credit, because I went for a bargain, not to be overcharged. Okay, so I told you that I bought 2 pairs of jeans when I went. I measured the waistline to make sure that they would fit. And I measured at the leg, the top of the leg, to make sure that they weren't like skinny leg jeans, because I need not skinny leg jeans. Okay, those 2 measurements seem to be right. Got them home, tried them on. They're like that much too short. So, with one of the bags of scrap yarn, I opened up one bag of scrap yarn. There's what it looked like, a lot of little scraps. I made 12 granny squares and made them into a little cuff that I'm going to sew to the bottom of the jeans. I did let out the hem, which will give me about 1/2 inch more. So between the 1/2 inch from the hem and these cuffs being sewn on, hopefully my jeans will go down to my socks. And my husband was like, isn't that going to look funny? And I pulled up a picture of a $68 pair of jeans that had little granny squares around the bottom. Like, okay, I'm taking this $3.50 pair of jeans and turning them to a $68 pair of jeans by adding granny squares. So, and I also made a little loaf cat. I didn't do the little hack that if you're working with Bernat bulky yarn, Bernat Blanket, and you don't want to have a little cone at your starting ring, to do double the stitches, like you do round 1 and round 2. If this was 6, then 12, do 12 single crochets in the first round so that you don't end up with the pointy nose. So the cat does have a bit of a snout to him. You have to keep pushing it in, like, no. So there's the loaf cat. I still have some of the blanket yarn left. I was thinking of making a stingray or 2, but in order to do that, I have to find some Bernat Blanket in white, and I'm not sure where to look. And I have other stuff I should be working on. So the scrap bag that I opened up yesterday has gone from that mess to, let's see, just move a little bit so I'm in the middle, to that. I used up a lot. I have some plans for what is left over. The caked Karen Simply Soft. I'll circle it up there. I think that would make an adorable Tanner the mini Triceratops. Yep. But I have other stuff I need to do. I have a custom order I need to get finished. I have a woman coming to my show this Saturday who said if I had any giraffes, she would buy a giraffe. And I have a restock list that is like 10 items long. So I know, not a good time to get all this scrap yarn and be like, ooh, I want to make this with that. Ooh, I mean, just sitting here with it in front of me, I'm looking at gray yarn here, hedgehogs. Oh, tan. Donuts or Highland cows. Need to make some Highland cows. The orange. Yep. Need to make another Fergus. Fergus, the Highland cow. Green. Corn. Pickles. Turtles. Yeah. Yeah. Need to just pull back on the want to make this, want to make that, want to make that, and focus on custom orders and market prep and updating my videos. I apologize. I think I have 5 or 6 videos that need the description, need the links added for the patterns I talk about. And I still have not gotten around to doing the finale videos for either the October send receive or the October bingo. I haven't even organized my own October bingo. I've got my bingo card. I've got bingo in 2 different directions, but I have to find the items that are on the bingo card to get the pictures. Okay. Focus on what needs to be done for this week. That's about where I am right now. Just feeling very disjointed and out of things. Doesn't help that I'm cold. We're getting a cold snap. And it's just, I want to curl up under a blanket and not do anything. So it's like, I need to do laundry. I definitely need to do laundry before Thursday's craft show. Because before I sew, let's probably make a cute little headband. Before I sew these on the bottom of the jeans, I wanted to wash the jeans, see if that helps to diminish the fold lines from where I took the hem out. That means I have to do some laundry. Yeah, and I do need to do some laundry to have clean clothes to wear on Friday. But it's cold down in the basement. Yeah. It's one of those wah, wah, wah kind of days where I have so much I need to get done that I just sit there looking at my list saying, what do I do next? So, okay. Play with yarn. That's what you do next. You go play with yarn. My custom order dragon. I have 1.5 of 4 wing parts done. And then I need to take back a pale yellow looking, okay. One of those up there at the corner. Oh, they're slightly out of, they're like right over where the camera angle ends. It has a pale yellow belly. So a wing, 2.5 wings, and the belly. And then I get to sew things together. And have I told you, there are over 40 parts to this dragon? It's like, you've got the arm, and then you have fingers that you put on the arm, and then you have fingernails that you put on the fingers, and then you do the same thing for the feet. Oh, and the wings are 1, 2, 3 pieces each, because you got the back, and you got the front, and then you've got another point, and you've got horns, and eyebrows, and like, okay, the customer is willing to pay for an expensive, complicated dragon, but I think I am slowing down on working on it because I dread the sewing. So, gotta just, okay, this needs to be done. And guess who's got to do it? So I need to get going on that. So that's how it is here on a cool Tuesday afternoon. We did go out to lunch today. My husband and I had an appointment. We had to go sign some paperwork at an office that was 10, 15-minute drive. And I said, you know, our appointment's for noon. And right around the corner, like a half mile from there, is that restaurant that has a really good gluten-free menu. Didn't have to twist his arm much. So we went there. I had a Mediterranean sandwich. It was a grilled marinated chicken with feta cheese and some sort of greens. I don't know if it was kale or spinach, tomato, and I forgot to tell them to leave off the black olives. I don't like olives. So I'm sitting there. I took the first bite of the sandwich, like, oh, what was that? And then I look and I was like, oh, there are olives on this. So I'm picking off the olives and setting them on the side of my plate. My husband's like, I'll take those. So I started scooping them onto his plate every time I found them. He had a chicken caprese sandwich, which was chicken, mozzarella. Seems like there was something else. But he said his sandwich was very, very good. So we enjoyed a lunch out, which is a splurge that we don't do very often, as we're trying to stay within our means for our retirement. So we don't eat out much, but it was nice. It was nice to get out and have somebody else do the cooking for lunch. Not have to do the dishes. But then the breakfast dishes are still in the sink. Yeah, I gotta do those too. Okay. So that is the saga, part 2 of the scrap yarn haul. I'm working on the first bag. I should be working on other things, but I'm sneaking in little projects from the scrap yarn. Okay, I will go out to my chair and I will work on the custom order dragon and finish up that second wing part. Once I have finished that, I can make one small project, like a mini Stingray from the scrap yarn box. And then I have to do another wing part. And then I can do a little mini project. That's how I'm going to keep myself motivated for the rest of the day. Okay? And while I'm back here, I should update one video just to be able to cross something off the list. The list, my to-do list, is up on my chair. So I can't see what is on it right now, but I know I have a list of videos to be updated. So much for me saying, yep, I'm going to be on top of things. I'm going to get them updated right away. This multiple craft shows in 1 month. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 craft shows for a total of 6 days. That's pretty crazy. But if I could add one in December, right now I don't have any craft shows in December. We do have one weekend where we are already committed to a family gathering. But if I could get a craft show the first week of December, I'd probably do it. I saw one advertised in a local paper today. When we went to our appointment, they had the local paper that we don't get. I don't get to the library much anymore. I used to go read it at the library. Like, I found out that one of my neighbors, the street that I grew up, about a mile down the street, passed away recently. He's just a little bit younger, like 7 years younger than me. But there's a little blurb about how this town up north of us, is looking for vendors for their Christmas craft show. And it's a vital part of their Christmas in the Village celebration. And I'm looking at the organizer, and I have done 2 or 3 shows with her before, and I didn't like the way she organized things. I did not like the way she treated her vendors, like to come in 45 minutes before the show is supposed to end. You've still got shoppers milling around, and say, okay, everybody pack up and get out of here. We got something else happening in here tonight. We want this place. You know, telling people you're going to be there till 3, and then having the organizer tell you at 2:15, pack up, get out of here. No. And when I went to her with concerns about other vendors blocking my spot, she had us crammed in there. Like, you need to ask permission of the person next to you or behind you to move. And the table next to me at one point had crates that hung over the edge of their table. So their crates were blocking 6 inches of my table. I could use all my table space because they're hanging over. And they had samples, food samples in front of them. And they went and they got a garbage can. And they put it right in front of my table. And I said to the organizer, like, they've put a garbage can right in front of my table. It's blocking people from getting to... She goes, well, they need a garbage can. Have them put it in front of their own table. If they need it so much, they should have brought a small garbage can that they can put down where it doesn't block the table. But I did not care for the way that she organized shows. So it's like, nope. I have that day open, but I'm not doing one of her shows anymore. She struck out in my book. So, sorry, I didn't mean for this to be so me. Whining. Don't like this person. I'm dope. It's a really good day today. You know, I'm feeling good. There's no pain in my leg from where I fell. It looks bad. The bruises have set in now, so I've got a bruise like yay big on the side of my leg, but doesn't hurt unless I poke at it. You remember those old hee-haw episodes? Like, Doc, it hurts when I do this. The doc slaps him beside the head and says, so don't do that. So I don't poke my leg because it's bruised. Okay. It's time for me to go play with yarn and update videos and do some laundry and get dinner ready. Bye-bye.